Hello? Hello? How are you all doing? How's it going? How's it going? Slander, did you have a good birthday? I guess it's the end of your birthday now. Yeah, I was there for the beginning, and now we're closing out the birthday together. It's great. Ooh. There we go. Gotta make sure my sound is alright. And it's Lance! Hello, Lance! Oh, got my stuff all set up. Everything is great. So what did you end up doing for your birthday, Slander? Tell us the details. I would like to know. I'm just trying to load up one more thing here. And I figured out why I looked so darn red the other day. I recently made some new sources and stuff. I separated between console and PC streaming so I could have the different settings without having to manually change them every time. And in doing that, one of my webcam settings hadn't been changed where I adjusted the gamma. So it was a lot darker, and that's why I looked redder and darker the other day with Breath of the Wild. So, solved that problem. I'm looking a little more regular today, not so angry. Now, we finished Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. We skipped Chain of Memories and watched it instead because I could not stand that gameplay. Then it was advised to not watch the 358x2 days because it had spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 2. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we did play Kingdom Hearts 2. We finished all of that. Which now brings us to, now backtracking to the 358x2 days. Where this will be the backstory, the prequel, as it were, to Kingdom Hearts 2. And give us a little bit more as to who says what and what. Nothing too special, but after work stuff. I was visiting my parents, chit-chatting. Very nice, very nice. Oh, then I still have Birth by Sleep after. And Recoded. And then I still have 2.8. And then Kingdom Hearts 3. So I've got lots of Kingdom Hearts to still work through. But I'm excited because, man, I had a rough day at work. It's a bunch of crap that's happening. A lot of problems, redoing work over and over. And it was not fun. So I look forward to actually being able to watch this, just sit back and chill, not having to really do much. It's one big solid cutscene. There's no gameplay to it, but that's okay. So without further ado, let's start it. You'll notice I also have a special little counter for times where they talk about the darkness, because they mention darkness all the time. Speaking of which, let's give it a quick test. Excellent. Successfully went up and down. Perfect. Okay, we're all set and good to go then. I got my silly brother on visit, calling me birthday monster. Ooh. See how it is. Oh, there's Roxas' diary? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's a lot to read. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to assume that this is all stuff that's actually within the movie. And there's just a little bit extras. How about chapters? Okay. Well then, let's get this show on the road. Now, can I pause it if I need to? I can. Excellent.
Pitiful heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free. until they weave together to make Kingdom Hearts. And when that time comes, we can truly, finally exist.
I'm going to turn off my phone's notifications before we get too far into this. New show. Oh, Loxy. I mean, I have Kingdom Hearts 3, and it looks pretty. I somehow started a timer on my watch. It's terrible. I don't know how to turn it off. Day 255. Why the sun sets red.
You're early.
No, you're just late.
Today makes 255.
What's that about?
It's been that
255.
many days since I first joined the organization.
Just
Man,
plugging
time
something
flies.
in here.
So, you got the number memorized, do you?
Yeah. Have to hang on to something, right? It's not like I have memories from before the organization. Don't you remember? I acted like a zombie.
Right. That first week, you could barely form a sentence. But come on, you're still kind of a zombie.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Roxas. Bet you don't know why the sun sets red. You see, light is made up of lots of colors. And out of all those colors, red is the one that travels the farthest.
Like I asked, know-it-all. Seriously, where is she?
Oh, it started a workout. So annoying. So annoying. There.
The destiny that is about to unfold actually started when we first met. On the 7th day after I came here.
Well, look at us rewind. Okay, so Roxas was a heart. No, a nobody. Sora's nobody.
Good tidings, friends. Today is a momentous day. I am pleased to announce that a new comrade has been chosen to wear the coat.
They're all like,
Number 14.
Oh,
Let
Who's
us
that?
all welcome one of the Keyblades chosen.
because in all the previous games, it's Organization 13.
For the 7 days since my arrival, the name Roxas and the number 13 were all I had. Who the people around me were, what they wanted, or what they were trying to do, I had no idea.
No idea.
Teach him well, Axel.
Don't worry. I'll be sure he makes the grade. Roxas, let's go. What's wrong? You worried about the new kid? What was that name again?
Number 14, Shion.
Right. I knew that.
Shion.
Shion.
Got it memorized, Roxas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How,
How
they
about
love
my
to
name,
say, got that memorized.
And how about our boss's name, huh?
Xemnas.
No way you're gonna forget his name, right? Let's
They're
go.
very concerned about people forgetting things. Roxas completed his first mission. Axel took Roxas to a special place instead of returning straight to the castle.
The icing on the cake.
Ice cream!
You remember what this ice cream is called?
Sea salt ice cream.
Sea salt ice cream.
Hey, remembered.
Get it memorized.
It's salty, but sweet.
Roxas, you said the same exact thing the other day.
I did? I don't remember.
So what has it been? A week since you joined the organization?
I guess it has.
You guess it has? Come on, you must remember that much. Well, here you are, finally out in the field working for the organization, right?
For the organization?
Wait, I didn't sign up for that. No, what are you talking about?
That today is where it all really begins for you.
Where it all begins.
Where it all
As a member of the organization,
begins?
I'll be receiving missions every day. But I'm still not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do.
Missions, you say? I was always curious. The organization just seemed to be doing random stuff. They never really said. Roxas learned of the Heartless during his mission. Marluxia, who accompanied Roxas on his mission, explained how hearts appear when a Heartless is defeated. He also explained that the organization seeks to collect released hearts to complete Kingdom Hearts, and that Roxas as a Keyblade wielder is the only one capable of completing this mission.
The organization defeats the Heartless in order to collect hearts and complete Kingdom Hearts. But I don't know what that is, or what it does. I don't even know what a heart is.
Poor guy doesn't know what a heart is. Organization members seek to become whole by assimilating with Kingdom Hearts. Zexion explained how nobodies lack hearts, are therefore incomplete and desire ones of their own.
Nobodies don't exist. We in the organization were born without hearts. So, if we don't have hearts, does that mean we don't exist?
Just because you don't have a heart doesn't mean you don't exist. It's okay. Larxene, who accompanied Roxas on his mission, seemed displeased with him for being a Keyblade wielder. She instructed Roxas on how to fight without using the Keyblade. By training without the Keyblade, Roxas once again realized its efficacy. But the question of why he alone can wield it deepens.
The Keyblade releases hearts. So why am I the only one who can wield such a thing? I'm learning all these things, but there's so much more that I don't get.
Already up to day 12. While carrying out a reconnaissance mission together, Vexen informed Roxas that there are other worlds, and one must be aware of each world's own unique rules and features.
Back and forth, to and from the same places every day. Sometimes we go to other places on real missions, but we can't cross the walls that divide the worlds. That's why we create our own paths in the darkness. Or so they say.
Mentions of darkness. So there's our first one that I noticed anyways. Lexaeus exhorted Roxas to rely only on his own strength during missions. Roxas has simply followed the organization's orders up to that point, but he began to realize that his ability to wield the Keyblade was his strength, and something that only he could do. Lexaeus informed Roxas that he is vital to the organization.
There are nice guys and not so nice guys in the organization. But everyone's working together to complete Kingdom Hearts. There's lots I don't know, But I do know I have to keep fighting the darkness. So I can be whole.
So it seems that he's not.
Who are they?
Yeah, they don't know him yet.
Probably just some kids who live here.
So does everybody act that way?
What do you mean?
Running around?
Like running around chasing each other, making all that noise.
Well, yeah. If they have hearts, I suppose that's what they do.
Hearts.
Come on, let's get some ice cream.
Why?
Why? Well,
Because I want
because
some.
we're friends.
Friends.
Yeah, I always found that
Friends.
odd.
Eat ice cream together and
If they're heart,
talk and laugh
they're
about the
nobodies.
stupidest things.
they have no
those
hearts.
kids
They have
we
no
just saw.
feelings.
Come on, let's go.
How would they really be able to develop friendships? Like, the rest of the organization just seems to work together, and they have like a business relationship.
Roxas,
Which, okay, fine.
after
but
your next mission,
Axel seems to have genuine
let's meet up for ice
feelings
cream again.
towards Roxas.
No fun just
Or
going
friendship,
back
not
and forth
feelings.
between the
Feelings.
castle and work, right?
Yeah, right. We're friends, huh?
Missions. Roxas executed his missions without much thought. So there they are, killing off the Heartless. Wait, why is he fighting nobodies? It's interesting.
I'm gonna miss this ice cream thing we do.
Huh?
Gonna be away for a while. Starting tomorrow.
Really?
I can fill you in since we're friends. I'm gonna be at Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
The organization's got a second castle in the world between worlds. It's called Castle Oblivion. Got it memorized?
I wish somebody told me these things.
Well, I gotta head back
It's gonna
and
be
get
like
ready.
my new quote,
Nothing
got
but
it
fun,
memorized.
Fun, fun.
He's a winner!
Axel, I have a message from Lord Zemnis. Among the members assigned to Castle Oblivion,
Hey,
there are
it's
traitors.
Mr. Chris.
Find them.
You had an ice cream counter. I remember that from when you did this one.
I trust
I've got a
that
darkness
really
counter.
came from Lord Zemnis
Every time they
himself.
mention the darkness. Or some form of darkness. Just because they talked about that so much in Kingdom Hearts 2, I figured they would say a lot this time.
If you're looking for Axel, he's gone.
What do I do with this?
You can continue feeling like a real winner. Roxas received orders to carry out a mission with Zion. Zion, hooded and hiding any facial expression, spoke not a word throughout the mission. The silence is broken.
This place is so much nicer, without the loudmouths.
Loudmouths?
Those bossy coworkers sent to Castle Oblivion.
Well, I suppose it's too bad you and Poppet didn't get to spend a little more quality time with them.
Poppet?
I'm talking about Shion, kiddo.
Remember, Shion, not Zion.
Roxas, get to work.
I'm curious about his work. Like, it looks like they
Got
just have
someplace
him
to be again today.
killing
so
Heartless
go on
because the
ahead without
Keyblade.
Roxas.
She can talk.
Shion?
How dare he trash talk Axel?
Roxas is your name.
Yeah, it is. Got it memorized. So, Chris, is this bringing back memories for you now? It's been a while since you've last played them, right?
Roxas. Huh.
That's my name. Aww.
Roxas.
The reveal.
Best of luck today.
Oh yeah, the feels.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's fun to go back and know how things piece together. Yeah, that's just the thing, right? She can use the Keyblade too. Oh, he was supposed to be the only one.
Wow.
That was your first time knowing, yeah.
Shion, I didn't know you could use the Keyblade.
You know? Neither did I.
Yeah, because on your second time, you're able
were
to kind of pick
the
up on the
icing on
little
the
things,
cake.
right?
Come on, I'll show you.
Is he going to continue the... Oh, he
This is
did
such a
continue the
great
ice cream
spot.
tradition.
How'd you find it?
Here you go.
From Axel to Roxas, from Roxas to Shion.
Sea salt ice cream. Come on, try it.
I don't exactly, you know why she can.
It's sweet. And salty.
It's good, right? Axel and I, we meet here for ice cream after work.
Chomp.
This flavor is Axel's favorite.
Sounds
Cheating
like
on
it's
Axel,
yours,
how
too.
dare he?
Yeah,
Roxas.
Axel brought me here to eat ice cream on my first day with the organization. And then, after my first mission, he got me ice cream again, said it was icing on the cake.
Like you just did for me.
Yeah,
You guys must be really close.
well, Axel and I are friends.
Friends. Do you think that I could be a friend?
When Axel gets back, we'll all have ice cream together.
Okay.
See, it still bugs me. Like, how can they be friends and have friendly feelings if they have no emotions? Or being nobodies? It makes no sense. Unless they specifically say they don't have positive emotions.
Is it true then? About Castle Oblivion?
That's none of your concern.
And Axel?
Gone. He may have disappeared for good.
What?
Oh man. Exactly, you say. Ooh. Oh, there's
Hey.
that little heart.
What happens when Heartless are destroyed?
The hearts remain. And then, those hearts gather together to form the great Kingdom Hearts.
Then, can you tell me what remains if a nobody is destroyed?
I mean, nobody's can.
What's there to leave
They're
behind?
special.
They're not even supposed to be in the first place.
And the members at Castle Oblivion, where'd they go?
Nothing's left of them.
In which case,
Roxas is
never seen
asking
them
the
again.
real questions here.
That's right.
Nice. And we're getting no answers from those
Coming?
questions either.
oh yeah,
So what happens to them? Nobody knows.
what's happening?
They're staring at him. Oh. Yeah, I guess because she's works on his memories and whatnot, eh?
I've been to see him.
Oh, this after
Looks
credits
a
scene.
lot like you.
Who are you?
I'm what's left. Or maybe I'm all there ever was.
I meant your name.
My name is of no importance. What about you? Do you remember your true name?
My true name is...
You have been with us for 6 days now. The time has come.
Why do they have to do that to us? I'm just going to randomly mouth lip something to you and nobody will know what I said.
Will he wake from this?
I am told Roxas will return, provided the hero is stripped of all his memories.
Then I suppose much hinges on Castle Oblivion.
Xion has gained power over the Keyblade, just as we intended. She can fill Roxas's shoes for the time being.
As we skip forward by quite a bit.
I went to a new world today, Roxas. I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. I hope that you can join me next time.
It'd be funny if she put some ice cream
I'll see
on
you
me.
tomorrow,
Let it melt all over me.
Roxas.
All over the bed. Become some sticky mess. This is what you wanted, isn't it, Roxas?
I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
Okay, so Sora goes to sleep at the end of the Castle of Oblivion place there. And then that's when he comes up because memories need to be erased, like they said earlier. Okay, I'm following along so far. No worries. Thank you for watching.
Roxas?
Xion. What happened to me?
You were sleeping for a long time. Sayek said there was no telling when you might wake up. But I'm glad you did.
I kind of feel like a zombie, though.
And it better not be ice
I
cream.
brought you
Okay,
this.
good. Like if she's pulling ice cream out of her coat pocket.
It's a seashell. I've been picking one up on every mission. Hold it up to your ear.
Missing. The whereabouts of the members who were sent to Castle Oblivion were still unknown. Roxas received a solo mission. So Kingdom Hearts things I still don't understand. I should watch one of those YouTube videos about Kingdom Hearts explaining everything. I'm not there yet. Just because I'm sure the crazy stuff hasn't really fully happened quite yet. Roxas carried out his daily missions alone. Now the interesting thing is it's showing him also fighting nobodies. It makes sense for him fighting the Heartless because that's his mission, is to make the Kingdom Hearts. But why is he fighting nobodies? I thought they were kind of all on the same side.
Hey, Roxas. It's been a while.
Especially because they keep calling them to come help them when they're fighting in the other games.
Axel. I heard everyone at Castle Oblivion was annihilated.
Not me. I'm tough.
You had me worried.
Worry? We nobodies don't have the hearts to worry, you know?
I'll go buy us some ice cream.
He just got there and already he's
gotta
running
check in
off.
with the boss. Or he's gonna let me have it.
You haven't reported back yet?
No.
Why'd you come here?
I guess I just needed a little time to sort out my feelings, you know?
I
He
thought
just
you
finished
didn't have a
saying.
heart.
Okay.
Hey, your ice cream's melting. Eat up.
Oh. You know, I started inviting Shion up here while you were gone.
Shion?
I made her a promise. The three of us could have ice cream when you got back. Shion. She's my friend too.
Axe is going to be like, there's no Shion, what are you talking about? It's going to mess with Roxas's head. He's going to be like, what?
Why didn't you report in?
What? Not even one little word of appreciation?
The only thing I've heard is that Namine has gone missing.
There 1 minute, gone the next. I don't know how she got out.
Did you search every room?
Are you kidding? You know as well as I do that searching through every room there is impossible.
And the chamber? Did you find it?
Come on, I would have told you that much. I gotta hand it to you. About Marluxia being one of the traitors, you knew exactly what was up from the start.
I merely rounded up and sent off the ones who were getting in the way.
Whoa there. Was I one of those you wanted to erase?
Good to see you made it back safe.
I disposed of Zexion, by the way. I moved things along just the way you wanted. At least for now.
Look at all those pretty hearts.
You know, you're more cheerful.
You really think so? I was thinking the same about you.
Yeah, well, I guess. He must have rubbed off on me.
Huh?
Sora's heart is so strong.
It's thanks to you that we get to sit here again and laugh while having ice cream.
That it gives heart to others that have no hearts.
I wonder if Shion's gonna show today.
This is during Chain of Memories, yes. Well, this should be just at the end of it, because it showed him going into the chamber. Rox is worried over having not seen Shion over 10 days, and yet to fulfill their promise of having ice cream together with Axel. As I said, everybody died there, or disappeared. Now Axel just returned. And it showed Sora going into the chamber, which is at the end of Chain of Memories.
Roxas?
Which is why Roxas just woke up now.
Shion!
Roxas! They have to take that thing out first.
And then that's also why Axel was saying that he took out some of the other traitors.
Shion, are you okay?
Roxas?
Easy. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Thank you. It's just...
You can tell us all about it. But why don't we head back first?
I thought her hood was off from
There you
right
go.
there, then all of a sudden it was back on.
Thank you.
She doesn't trust him. And now it's off again. Like,
It's gonna melt.
Yeah.
I thought you'd wolf it down.
Did something happen?
oh, wait.
We're here for you if you want to get it off your chest. Right, Roxas?
Or is that for a specific reason?
He's right. That's what friends are for.
I can't use the Keyblade anymore.
That's
And
more
without
interesting.
The Keyblade,
Because it's very
can't do my
deliberate. They're
job.
shifting back and forth really
What
quickly.
exactly happened?
There's just Roxas looking at her.
I don't know.
He sees her for her.
But if I don't defeat Heartless
But then when
with the
showing
Keyblade,
Axel, she's all
the
hooded
hearts
up.
they release will just find their way into other Heartless instead. I swat them in one place, and they just pop up in another.
Not the same.
My mission is to go out and collect hearts. If I'm unable to use the Keyblade, I'll be useless.
Is there anything you can do, Axel?
I wish there was, but it's just like she said. Without the Keyblade, she can't collect hearts.
And once they find out, they're gonna turn me
I
into
don't know,
a
because it's back to Roxas just
Can't
looking at
do
her there.
anything?
I already told you there's nothing we can... Hold on.
Did you think of something?
Roxas, you can work double duty.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Shion, make sure your missions are with Roxas until you can use the Keyblade again. That way, he can collect the hearts and no one will know that you can't use the Keyblade.
That's it.
But that means you have to
I
collect
don't know, man.
twice as many hearts.
Yeah, I can do it.
Would you?
Of course I would.
But
Can you at least let me know,
Friends need to
Chris,
lean on
if
each other every now and then.
there is a reason why her
Ain't that
hood
right,
keeps going
Roxas?
up and down?
we're friends.
You don't have to tell me what it is. I just need to know if there is a reason why.
Well, if you're friends with Roxas, then yeah, of course you're my friend.
This is driving me mad every second frame.
Axel,
Just eat your ice cream.
Roxas and Shion went on a mission together, like Axel suggested. Roxas met Aladdin's friend Genie during his mission. When Genie attempted to magically repair the damage from the sandstorm, Roxas informed him that Aladdin had said he wanted to rebuild the town without relying on magic. Genie respected his friend's resolve and decided against using his powers. Roxas reflected on the idea of a friend's resolve. Get why they got to do with mixing different scenes together from different sources? Okay.
so best friends are different from plain friends, right?
They're about the same.
Best friends. Huh.
But I'd say, best friends are a notch above just plain friends.
So how are they different?
Well,
I don't know.
One moment here. Kid woke up, came over here, and was asking me some questions.
I couldn't tell you because I don't have any best friends.
Actually, there is a reason. Oh,
I see.
ooh. I figured there has to be something, otherwise they'd. Let's say West. Okay, good. Then I'm happy. 'Cause that is just really weird. Otherwise, that they would do that for the sources. Why wouldn't they just stick with one?
The time has arrived. And at long last, we see before us the great collection of hearts.
Bask in
Hearts
its
full of
glory.
Rage, hate, sadness, and bliss. Shining down upon us is the crystallization of all hearts. Kingdom Hearts. There, in the sky, hangs the promise of a new world. My friends, let us gain further power to conquer the human heart and claim it as our own. Let us remember why we are here and what
Talk
we
about
hope
darkness as
to
much as I thought they were
achieve.
going to.
Hearts shall be gathered and be made our own. Hearts shall never again have power over us.
All this fighting. I wonder what it's for.
Oh my god.
Come on.
It's all concerned about candy.
You know what it's for. We have to complete the Great Kingdom Hearts. You saw it too, didn't you?
But what is Kingdom Hearts?
It's the gathering place of hearts, isn't it?
It's where all the hearts wind up after they're released by you.
Kids.
When we
I know,
gather
right?
enough, we might finally get hearts of our own.
Hearts shall be made our own.
Is Kingdom Hearts really that important?
Are you crazy?
I just don't see why having a heart is that important, you know?
Come on. You're wondering about that now?
Well, I don't understand since I don't have a heart.
Roxas,
We'll understand once we have our own hearts. That's why we fight, to find out what it's about.
Okay. I guess you're right.
Up to day 95, nobody's. Roxas and Shion went to the usual spot. They had begun to get used to going on missions together.
It looks like every nobody in the organization is good at different things.
That's right. Everybody's unique.
even nobodies without hearts?
Just because we don't all have hearts doesn't mean that we're all exactly the same. We each have memories of our pasts.
Except for you, Roxas.
You remember your past?
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes each member of the organization special. We remember who we were as humans.
But I don't.
Me neither.
Well, maybe that right there is what makes you guys the most unique in the organization.
What were you like before you were a nobody?
Huh? Me? Oh, I don't know. I think I've always been pretty much the same.
Yeah, I want to see the hearted Axel.
I wish I could remember stuff like that.
That'd be fun.
Really? It's just baggage, you know.
Because I find Roxas acts
But I
very similar to
can't
Sora.
remember anything, not even from when I was born a nobody.
All you did was stare into space.
Oh, thanks.
You know, I don't remember much either.
You two sure do have a lot in common.
I wonder what kind of guy I was before.
Dum dum dum. Xion, informed by Sex that she and Roxas would no longer go on missions together, worried over still being unable to use her Keyblade. Roxas, in turn, lent Xion his Keyblade.
Thanks, Roxas. You can have this back.
Do you remember anything?
I don't know. But let me try again.
She did it!
You did it!
Roxas, it worked!
I can't wait to tell Axel this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Axel! Whoa! Where'd you come from? How was your mission?
You know, I sure wish the Heartless would hold still once in a while. I fell right on my butt chasing them around.
I thought you said you were tough.
Yeah, whatever. That's got nothing to do with it. So, how did your caper go?
Show him. Show him.
Ta-da!
Roxas, Axel, thank you.
I didn't do anything.
You made it possible for the two of us to go on a mission together.
If it weren't for you, Xion might never have remembered how to use the Keyblade.
So thanks, Axel.
How about sea salt ice cream then?
They do have a lot
Buy
of
me
ice cream.
one and we'll call it even.
Whew.
You got it. I'll be right back.
And then she was never seen again.
I hope we
Until
can
5
always
minutes later.
be just like this forever.
Me too.
What's that all about?
I just want these days to last forever. Hanging out, the ice cream, the sunsets.
Well, nothing lasts forever, you know. Least of all for a bunch of nobodies like us. But it's okay if things change and we can't meet up here.
This is your way of saying goodbye, Axel.
As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, none of us will ever have to be apart. Got it memorized?
Wow, that was so not you.
Hey!
Pushes him off the tower. As Xion had regained her Keyblade, Roxas returned to carrying out his daily missions as usual. Sacrets. Aw.
Ever heard of knocking? What do you want?
Tell me what Xion has been doing.
Well, how should I know? I'm not spying on her.
The two of you look pretty close.
So what? Now I've got a rat on my friends to you? I think you should just go.
Today you and Xion will be going on the same mission.
Well, thank you, sir, for personally delivering that message to me.
We also need you to go back to Castle Oblivion soon.
Says Lord Xemnas.
That castle hasn't given up all its secrets. One, even he doesn't know of its whereabouts.
Even he doesn't know. You mean the chamber, right? We turned that place inside out. If it's there, we're not gonna find it just by looking.
Then let me give you another reason. Shion comes from the castle to which Namine can be traced. The place where both Namine and Shion were born. It's practically calling out for you.
Whatever. As far as the castle goes, you're the one who really wants to go there. By finding the room that Xemnas is searching for, you would find out everything about Xemnas' true agenda, am I right?
The Chamber of Repose as well as the Chamber of Waking. Xemnas has an agenda that he hasn't told to anybody.
That guy.
And we are bound to find some clues in the Chamber of Waking. And once we obtain those clues, we'll have the upper hand for our own objectives.
I knew the time would come when Vexen and Zexion got in your way. That's why I took the initiative and cleared the way to the top for you. I can handle all the dirty work. You go all the way to the top.
You will be going on a solo mission to Castle Oblivion. Expect the orders soon.
Castle Oblivion.
Now, why does he want him to go up to the top, though?
Namine and Shion.
Roxas and Xigbar investigated a new world on a reconnaissance mission. Roxas asked about the purpose of the mission, and Xigbar replied that they were searching for possible candidates to join the organization. Only special nobodies can join the organization. Xigbar then informed Roxas that he and Shion are particularly special nobodies.
Roxas is late today.
Hope Xigbar isn't giving him too hard of a time.
Yeah, right? You know what, Axel? When I sit here and talk with you guys, I get the strangest feeling that a long time ago I used to watch the sunset with somebody else. It's the same when I watch the sea.
Okay. So that's probably kind of like a memory of her last time.
By the sea.
When she used to be watching
where I
sunsets
hear
or
the
something,
sound
I
of
guess.
the waves. I get the feeling that I was talking with someone.
So you mean that you have memories of your past?
No, it's not quite like that. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Are these memories?
I wouldn't know either.
You have memories, don't you?
Yeah, sorta. Though it's not like they've ever really done me any good.
Roxas is like me. Neither one of us remembers much. I wonder if he and I had this much in common before we were nobodies.
Time for a lazy day! Huzzah! Roxas's first day off. Accustomed to always having a mission to execute, Roxas aimlessly wandered the castle, unsure of what else to do. Even asking Axel and Shion how they spent their time off proved unhelpful, so he eventually went to his usual spot.
I knew you'd be here.
Axel,
Slept like a log. Are the kids here on summer vacation already? Nah, can't be. It's much too early.
summer vacation? What's that?
It's a dream come true, that's what. Where they get a whole month off.
A month off? I wouldn't know what to do with that much time.
Oh, I know what I would do.
I can't even figure out
Back,
how to fill it.
relax.
You'd be
Like,
surprised. You have plenty of homework, and of course, you have to play with your friends every day. Trust me, it's over before you can blink.
I could deal with 7 days, maybe.
Most kids spend the time just goofing off with their friends. They save the homework till the end, and then help each other finish it.
That sounds fun, I guess.
Hanging around with friends is fun. I'd forgotten all that since becoming a nobody, I guess. So, how did you spend your day?
Hey guys, how did I know you'd be here?
Where did you
Okay,
go,
I
Sheila?
guess if he has memories
Didn't
of
go anywhere.
friendships and
What about
whatnot,
you two?
that
you
could
guys
be
go
why
somewhere
he's
without
being
me?
friends with Roxas. It's
Axel
more
says he was
memories of
asleep
how
all
to
day.
do it and what it's like
What's
than an
that
actual
about?
feeling
you
of
wasted
it.
a day off?
Unlike you two lazy bones, I work hard, so I'm tired, okay?
Unlike me and Roxas, maybe you're just out of shape.
Oh, snap. He did fall down on his behind chasing nobodies the other day. Well, however long back that was. Shots fired exactly.
Tomorrow, it's back to work.
Yeah.
Shion has
we get
no
another
chill.
vacation soon?
Except for ice speed.
Oh yeah, I might not see you guys again for a while.
Huh?
They're sending me out on recon for a few days.
Where?
Can't tell.
What's up with that?
It's a secret mission.
But I thought we were friends.
Hey, I'm not about to tell you all my dark secrets. Got it memorized?
Dark secrets.
Haha, I'm kidding. I just gotta keep my mouth shut about it, or else Syx will get on my case. You know how he can get.
Yeah.
Try not to
Nah,
bungle
dark
everything
secrets are
while
not going
I'm
to count
gone,
towards
huh?
the darkness.
Now, why would
count.
we do that?
Well, considering your track record, I just can't count on you guys.
Hey! We can handle things just fine.
That's right. Just you watch.
What took you so long?
It's my vacation. I can take all the time I want. Since when do I have to check in with you?
You're letting yourself get too attached to them.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
You know, you've changed.
And now there is work to do. Important things can be a weakness. Roxas talked to Shion about what Zaldan said during his mission, but they were unable to understand the meaning of Zaldan's words. Roxas continued his daily missions. Meanwhile, Axel was on a top secret mission. Oh wow. Look at that time fly. Unlike mine.
Hey, Roxas.
Axel, you're back.
Yep, I just got home. So, are you holding up?
Yeah,
Where's Shion?
she's not here yet. She's usually here by now.
That makes me want to look up a
This isn't
recipe
like
for
her.
making my own sea salt ice cream.
How could he?
Riku.
I'm not a sham.
Oh, I was always wondering what Riku was doing during that time when Sora was asleep.
Just give me another chance.
We can't afford to take any more chances on you. You were a mistake we never should have made.
Her hood is back up, too. She feels uncertain and insecure.
Shion?
Oh, now it's...
Huh.
Hmm.
Where's Shion?
Haven't seen her today.
Oh well.
Axel,
Hmm?
is there anything you couldn't bear to lose?
Anything I couldn't bear to lose? What's that about?
Well, I met someone today who had something like that. This thing was so important to him he couldn't bear to lose it. And Zaldan said that was his weakness. Why don't I have anything like that?
It's because you don't have a heart.
I guess. But Demix doesn't have a heart, and I bet he'd get upset if you took his sitar away.
Huh. I think you have a point there.
Legendary
Aqua.
Aqua...
Something that you can't bear to
No.
lose then. If that's true,
You're getting
then
them
I
out
guess
of
the
nowhere
closest thing
today.
that we know
The
about
past
you
couple
have
days.
would be memories of our past. It's the memories that create the things that we don't want to lose.
Got all jealous.
Memories of the past. I don't remember my past.
Even though you might not remember the past, I'm sure you have things you don't want to lose.
Like what?
You've got memories since you joined us, right?
I don't know.
You don't
I
know.
do. Don't I? I couldn't bear to lose my memories of you or Shion.
So then you really do have something that you can't bear to lose, right? Every one of us. Including us nobodies. We all have something that we want to hang on to.
It's scary.
You can't be scared without a heart.
If my friends... If you or Shion were to disappear... It's... scary to think of what it would be like without you guys.
Scared is not an emotion that can exist inside us.
It's still a concept that you can understand,
I
and
am
thus
scared
know
right
that
now
that's
for
what it
sure.
would be.
Maybe it's just that you remember what it's like to be scared, you know?
Hey, there we go.
Somewhere deep inside your memories.
These threads. Coincidentally, Roxas and Shion were given the same post. Shion failed in her mission to dispose of an imposter, and became discouraged after being reprimanded by Sex. Shion put up a strong front for Roxas, who was at a loss for words. Roxas then suggested going on missions together to cheer her up. Replay. Easy trash mob. Proof that you gotta kill everything, right? Good thing you have luck, otherwise you could have been like the dev stream.
Guess we got the work done a little too fast, huh?
I still think that's the best part of the stream, though. You can tell he's like, oh, there's the box, and then immediately he's like, oh, let's hope for something good. And then all, at first it was all blues too, and I was sitting there going, oh, and then luckily a few purples came out, but oh, that was the best. Oh, I do, oops. Oh well.
Your face. Who are you really? And why do you have a Keyblade?
Tell me first, why you are dressed as one of us.
To make sure my best friend sleeps in peace. I don't know who you're supposed to be, but you can't fight fire with sparks. This Keyblade, it's a sham. Worthless.
Worthless?
My Keyblade is not a sham. What gives you the right to say that?
Ooh, just whacked her in the back. So...
Find a new crowd. Trust me, those guys are bad news.
Does that... Yeah, because they said she was created. So I'm guessing she was created like as a clone, just like the Roxas clone. Not Roxas clone. His clone.
Fair enough. You could say I am the biggest nobody of them all.
A Riku clone. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to remember his name for some reason. Shion. She was so
Something
angry and upset. That was real emotion she was showing there.
My mind's on other things.
Do some fancy dev
Roxas,
tricks and give themselves extra luck with streams.
everything about
It's their first time doing these
this?
streams though. They don't know that they can
What do you
or
mean,
should do
why?
that though.
So we can get hearts of our own, right?
I guess at the same time, last thing
But
they want
what
is
do
for
we
people
need
to say, hey, show
hearts
us what
for?
you got, and then like plus
I don't
1,000 luck on everything.
But I think once we have hearts, we probably won't have to think about why we're doing all this. Or if we need hearts.
I'm not sure. I just wish I knew what I was doing here. I started having the strangest dreams.
Like nightmares?
I can never remember what they're about. I just wake up scared.
Zigbar said you and me were pretty special. Exceptional, he said.
Special? Isn't that just another way of saying that I'm a mistake?
You're not a mistake.
I think she needs a hug.
Well, you and I may both be exceptional, Roxas, but I don't think we're quite the same.
She gave back the ice cream?
Shion.
You gotta go after her, Roxas. She's giving back that tasty, tasty ice cream. Something's really wrong.
Hey, Roxas.
Axel.
No ice cream for mistakes.
Shion couldn't make it again today?
Actually, you just missed her.
Would you say it was a mistake to give her ice cream? Yikes. Good stuff. Roxas reflected on how Shion was acting differently. Axel asked Roxas what's wrong. According to Axel, girls are complicated, and there are buttons to avoid pressing. Rox is worried he pressed the wrong buttons with Shion, but Axel assured him that Shion was fine. It was great. Gotta watch RX play a little bit of the Seiku whatever thing today. Sekiro. Oh no! Read this first. Roxas and Demyx saw Phil putting Hercules through rigorous training. Phil stated that the higher his expectations, the tougher the training. Roxas wondered if the organization had been giving him tough missions, because they had high expectations of him. Roxas, however, did not understand the meaning of expectations very well, or to begin with. I gotta make a really bad pun on there. Got people groaning, it was great. Ever since parting awkwardly with Shion, Roxas ate his ice cream alone after missions. But yeah, I picked up Sekiro, and I will be streaming that on Friday. So I'm very excited. I was going to wait a little bit, but watching that first bit of gameplay, it cemented that's what I like. Before returning to the castle, Roxas saw Beast, wounded from protecting what he cares for, with Belle there to care for him. Love had grown between the two. Xaldin declared the power of love to be worthless. Roxas asked what that power was, but Xaldin said that explaining the concept to a nobody with no heart would be pointless, and departed. Left alone, Roxas contemplated what love might be. At their usual spot, Roxas asked Axel what love is, but got no answers. Perhaps completing Kingdom Hearts and gaining a heart would offer some answers. Roxas watched the sunset with these thoughts on his mind. Won't get around to Sekiro for a long, long time. Well, you got all that Anthem to go for, right? You gotta start doing Before leaving for a mission with Luxord, Roxas heard that Shion failed another mission and fell into a deep slumber. Roxas disregarded Sex's order to not worry about a failure like Shion and went to her room. Sub-only chat? Not quite, Lance, not quite.
Shion.
Ooh, were you taking shots at Chris there? Ooh, ouch. That's what I was going to say, Chris. Gotta do some Mythbusters. Do some Mythbusters with, Chairface. with some Anthem videos. Try to find some things that are like common misconceptions. Make like a cool video where like, is it true that you can do this?
Keep out of this. And I'm telling you that I have to know what's the deal with Shion. If there's something going on, just be straight with me
that's
for
interesting.
once, will ya?
Do you mean just like you are always honest with me?
Shouldn't be.
Well, you got me there, I guess.
Stream chat.
Shion
Yeah, it might
has
have
no
come
right
from
to
someone
be
who
among
did
our
that.
number.
What do you mean?
It's plain to see. I have nothing more to say.
Oof. Axel informed Roxas of what he had heard from Sex about Shion. He said that Sex would reconsider claiming Shion to be a failure depending on how she performed from now on. But this was a lie by Axel to cheer up Roxas. Oh man, for organization with no hearts, there's a lot of drama. Dick Curls is like, follower only mode. Yeah, he's probably like, what? Lockshock and Barrel got in Roxas' way with their mischief. They claimed that causing mischief and surprising people is fun. But those feelings were lost on Roxas. Roxas continued to carry out his missions while covering for Shion. Okay, so this is when Roxas was supposed to have been
Sora!
created.
Whoa! Good morning, Xion.
Oh, morning.
You woke up so suddenly, you just startled me.
How creepy is that? He was just standing there watching her sleep. For how long?
Oh. Did you bring me these seashells?
Okay.
Do you hear
He's just paying her back for all the
Yeah.
seashells.
The sound of the waves.
Little does she know, those were the ones that she
How
gave him.
long was I asleep?
About 20 days.
That long?
Yeah. You were sleeping so much that me and Axel were getting worried.
I'm sorry about
Xion sells seashells by the seashore of darkness.
Kind of weird that we can feel anything at all. Without having hearts to feel with.
Yes! Thank you.
Hey, Roxas. Don't you have work today?
Huh? Oh, I'm about to head out.
I'd like to tag along.
But don't you need some more rest?
I'll be fine. Come on, take me with you.
All right. Sure.
Teehee. Uh-oh.
Xion!
She's dead.
It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Because Naminé was supposed to be Kairi's nobody. So is she on the combination of those two when they went... Oh no!
Leave Xion to me.
Got it!
Well, that didn't take long. Did it break again?
She's not
Xion
an
is
it!
complicated.
Keep your mouth shut.
Axel sounded really weird in that cutscene, though. Leave Xion to me.
Changed. What happened at Castle Oblivion? Does the past mean nothing to you?
Are you worried about her, Axel?
Of course I am.
It just doesn't seem like you.
What do you mean?
I mean, you don't like things to be complicated.
You know, Roxas, each day, the three of us meet up there for ice cream. Now, why do you think that is?
Huh?
I mean, if you think about it, I don't need to go out of my way to meet you guys, right?
I don't know.
You want me to tell you why?
'Cause I like
it's
you.
because you guys are my best friends.
We are?
Get it memorized, all right? We are best friends.
Oh, yeah. Guess we are.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Thanks, Axel. You're sweet.
Damn it, she was
Are you
awake.
feeling better?
I just got a little dizzy, that's all. Sorry to worry you guys.
Don't scare us like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just take it easy today.
I will. Thanks, both of you.
Naminé, what are you doing? The truth about Naminé. Vexen. During a mission, Roxas and Axel visited the world where Roxas had once flown. Roxas again met Tinkerbell and had her sprinkle pixie dust on him so that they might fly. He began to float, but Axel remained firmly planted on the ground. Roxas told Axel to trust him, that he too could fly if he believed it. Trusting in Roxas's words, Axel began to float in the air. The pair flew off to complete their mission. Roxas spent his days completing missions. Well, look at it all go! An anomaly.
You seem to be struggling.
A nobody is interfering, I think.
A nobody?
I keep trying to piece his memory back together. But what if some of the pieces got lost? There would be no way for me to finish. If that happened, and they found their way into someone else, he'd never get them back.
Oh, I think he can do without a memory or two.
But what if he needs those memories in order to wake up? What if they're the key?
Naminé. You're a witch who has power over Sora's memories, and those connected to him. Are you seeing something I cannot?
If his memories become her memories, she will never survive it.
She?
She. So she's
Hey,
got part
Axel?
Sora.
You've been to Castle Oblivion, right?
Yeah?
What is it like?
What's it like?
Okay, here's my problem with that though. Right now it seems to be alluding that... Okay. Because it showed that whole Kairi going into him, or him going into Kairi. During that one little bit there, so it kind of alludes that it's like a joining of those two, where he absorbs some of her powers. Oh, I guess that makes sense because Kairi was in him, her heart. Oh my god. Hearts within hearts within hearts in this
Just
darn
an organization
series.
research facility.
For research, huh? Seems everyone gets sent there all the time, especially you.
Exactly, Heartception. This is ridiculous.
Send me a Roxas.
Well,
which means Sora
probably
is like
just don't need you there.
a bank that everybody just deposits their heart into.
I'm...
And that's why he always seems like he has
heading
such a
back.
big heart. He's got like 5 peoples inside of him. Oh, and here I was, always wondering what would happen if one of them fell off that clock tower.
Maybe you're not completely well yet.
No, it's nothing like that.
Then what is it?
Got it!
Huh? Got what?
On our next day off, let's all go to the beach, huh?
The beach!
Where did that idea come from?
We should go someplace different for a change.
You're talking about a vacation with friends.
Exactly.
I'll join you, if I can.
What are you talking about, Shion?
It'll be a blast, trust me.
Yes, alright. Let's go.
Quietude. Totally tubular. Shion, depressed, left without eating her ice cream. Roxas asked Axel if she was alright, but received a dismissive response. Roxas wondered if Shion might feel better if the three of them went to the beach together, like they had promised the other day. Shion found the information that Sex had entered regarding Castle Oblivion. Uh-oh. Holy crap. Look at those days flying by. As for the longest day. Her sex. Sex.
I sent Axel to Castle Oblivion last night to help expedite the matter we spoke of.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts game? I don't know, man.
Him to clear out our facilities there. He should return soon.
And what of Naminé?
Still missing, sir.
Ha ha! Where, oh where could she be?
Why, Xigbar. It almost sounds as though you know.
Continue.
Somebody accessed our main computer without authorization.
And you expect us to believe you really don't know who it was? As if. Little Pop is turning into a problem.
Nonsense. I see no problem whatsoever.
Ha ha! Well, no. Apparently you don't.
Something you find amusing?
The things you hear from a guy with no heart.
No matter what unfolds, our plans remain unchanged. Axel, Roxas, and Xion will play the respective roles that Kingdom Hearts has given them.
But sir, Xion...
Leave it be. How can
he
you
says
know
a Xion?
how perfect this is? In truth, this is more than perfect. Xion is marching right into the arms of destiny, but to destiny's own time.
Whereas the others are saying Xion.
We need not take any more steps. All we must do is watch with caution and patience.
Xion or Xion? Oh, Xion, how are you doing? Are you, as they say, well?
My head hurts.
This is the last you'll ever see of these walls. Xion.
Axel, what are you doing here?
I'm just here on orders, that's all. There's nothing for you to see here.
Lies. This is the place I come from. I just know it.
What about your mission? Don't be selfish.
Or else they'll turn me into a dusk?
They'll do worse than turn you into a dusk. They'll just destroy you.
I don't remember what a dusk is.
And
Heartless and nobodies.
That's not it. Xion, go home.
I'm remembering things. I have memories of back when I was a human.
Well, stop remembering. Nothing good will come of it.
I have dreams every night. And you're in those dreams, Axel.
And they sure aren't memories. How can I be a part of your past? They're just dreams, that's all.
You can't fool me. We've met before, Axel. Right here in this castle.
No, we have not. Let's go home, Xion. Don't keep Roxas waiting.
Higher ranked nobles are sometimes threatened to be transformed into dust as a extreme form of punishment.
I need to know who I am.
But... yeah, that's just it. Just low ranked nobles. Okay.
Stay out of there, Xion!
There, now suddenly he's like Xion. The Noodly Boys? Oh, the Noodly Boys. Okay.
You're early.
No, you're just late.
Today makes 255.
What's that about?
It's been that many days since I first joined the organization. Man, time flies.
So, you got the number memorized, do you?
Yeah. Have to hang on to something, right? It's not like I have memories from before the organization. Don't you remember? I acted like a zombie.
Right. That first week, you could barely form a sentence. But come on, you're still kind of a zombie.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Roxas. Bet you don't know why the sun sets red. You see,
because of all the blood
is made up of lots of colors. And out of all those colors, red is the one that travels the farthest.
Like I asked, know-it-all.
Getting him with that hard science. That's why his hair is red. He knows everything about the color red.
What? Then I wasn't who I am?
Ooh, she's learning the things. In the round room, Xemnas informed the assembled organization members of Shion's disappearance. He continued by prohibiting anyone from pursuing her. Unhappy with Xemnas' decision, Roxas argued that they should search for Shion, but was told that all will become clear when the time came. Xemnas concluded the meeting with those words. All will become clear when the time comes. The days passed without Shion. Axel no longer came to the usual spot, and Roxas sat alone, eating his ice cream. Man. So much ice cream. I need a bowl of ice cream after this. Gosh darn it.
Shion.
It makes sense why she has the same memories then.
Shion!
No, Shion, I'm sorry.
Surely.
Or Kyra?
You must have known that this was going to happen.
Why would I know?
Because in your memory, you've been to a number of worlds before you came to this one. And of course in those worlds, the only beings you met with the Dark Ark. That's all that's left in your heart. The darkest memories. Your memories of long gone. Every one.
That's a lie. I remember everyone from the islands. They're my closest friends.
And who threw away those friends? Maybe it's your own actions you've forgotten. It was you who destroyed your home.
Who am I? What am I here for?
So what? So she's got Riku in her as well?
So we meet again.
You made me A promise.
I remember. It was to look after Sora. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I've kept that promise very well.
Can you tell me what's happening?
Some of Sora's memories are missing.
How could that be?
Sora's memories are escaping through Sora's nobody into a third person. And now, they're starting to become a part of her.
Isn't there a way to bring back just Sora's memories?
If they're still separate, then I think I can take out fragments of it. But if her memories and Sora's memory fragments are completely weaved together, I would need to untangle them from each other, and that would take more time. Which means it would take even longer before Sora can wake up again. And Diz wouldn't tolerate that.
So what can you do?
If I just jump in and rearrange her memory, then Sora might wake up, only to find out that nobody remembers him anymore. That's a risk I just can't take. It's too late either way. Sora's awakening has already been delayed. Sora's nobody, and the one that's absorbing his memory. None of us imagined that they would fight so hard to become their own people. Unfortunately, the only real solution
is to kill them both.
For them both to go away. Did you know? Her face was blank at first. But now, there is a face that is clearly visible. I think that's proof that she has entered Sora's memories. Sora's memories, Sora's nobody's memories, and her memories. They're all a jumbled mess now, and to put them back into one, I'm afraid there's no other way.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, in which case those cutscenes and stuff were where they first trying to start talking to her and stuff. And then that's when the memories were slowly starting to leak in, and especially as Roxas was talking to her, because she's absorbing from Roxas with Sora's memories. Despite Roxas not remembering things. And thus how her face was slowly forming.
Is it that I'm not supposed to exist?
Well, what do you want to do, Xion?
I want to be with you two.
Then come back with us.
I can't. Not the way I am now. But what would it take for me to be like you?
And they did a good job making Xion and Roxas both really progress from just blank nobodies to gaining their own personality and wanting to be their own people and actually
it's been a while
fighting.
You think so?
And it feeling like they do want to be there.
So, I went to the beach today. And there was this girl who looked kind of like Xion. But I couldn't get close enough to tell for sure. I probably imagined it. To be honest, I'm not even sure today's mission really happened. Feels like I just woke up from a dream or something. Do you remember our promise? When we said that the three of us would go to the beach on our next break? Maybe that's why. Maybe I saw Xion there because I wanted her to be there.
Well, what do you know, Axel?
Want to go look for her?
Huh?
Beginning tomorrow. Let's use our spare time to find Xion.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Let's do that.
And now they're searching. While visiting a world on a mission, Roxas met the always cryptic Cheshire Cat. Before disappearing, the Cheshire Cat responded to Roxas's questions by saying that he must follow his heart and decide what to believe in. Would having a heart resolve everything, including Xion's predicament? Roxas was left pondering over what he could believe in when he doesn't possess a heart. Roxas and Axel continued their search for Xion. Oh, I thought there was going to be more text. Well then. Oh gosh. We're up to some confessions now. Ooh.
It's no use.
You sure you're not forgetting someplace?
I've been everywhere I know how to get to.
All right.
The only place I haven't been to is Castle Oblivion.
Dun dun dun. Axel's like,
it
no.
was just the other day that Xion was asking you what the place was like. And the day before she disappeared, you said she was put on an important mission, remember?
Yeah. But there's nothing there anymore.
Well, Xion might be there.
Damn it, Roxas.
Apparently, Xion comes from Castle Oblivion.
What?
And that's probably why she was asking about the place.
I had no idea.
Me neither. I only found out a little while ago.
Castle Oblivion. Xion.
Contact.
So, this is Castle Oblivion. Roxas? My head.
Easy, man. Let's retreat for now and...
I'm fine. We have to find Xion. What's happening?
Roxas!
So much. Rushing into...
Always gain the memories, I guess.
My head.
Let's get out of here for now.
No, wait. There's something I can almost...
Giving up already? I thought you were stronger than that.
Ooh.
Riku!
Are you all right?
What happened to me?
You collapsed just as you entered the castle doors. Don't you remember?
I only remember going inside.
Just take it easy for now.
I'm fine. Let's go back to Castle Oblivion.
Don't push yourself, man. Who's there?
Xion?
Has she been reprogrammed? Who's that with her?
Xion! Wait!
It must be Riku.
Out of the way!
I feel like I'm getting ready for a boss battle.
Roxas, wait!
The music and the sudden stuff.
thought the imposter was sighted in Castle Oblivion.
Xion.
No way that was Xion.
The one who ran away first was Xion. But why run?
Why show yourselves at all? Dum dum dum. Oh.
You want to go back?
But why?
Xion. Where have you been? Axel and I have been looking all over for you.
You have? Sorry.
Let's go home. If you come back voluntarily, Sykes will let all this drop. He has to. I don't care what he said to you. I'll be there. Me and Axel will make sure...
I really can't.
Why not? Come on.
She's scared.
Wait!
Uh-oh. She wants to fight you, Roxas.
Well, hello there, Xion.
Axel? No, wait!
Roxas is like, what's happening here? I'm so confused.
Stop! Xion.
Axel seems to like carting around knocked out ladies, I must say. Kairi, Xion.
You're sure things are better this way?
I never expected you to question it. If you could save one of them, why would you choose the puppet? Or put it this way, which would you rather suffer the loss of? Some make-believe friendship? Or a real one? Things are finally right again. Of course we're better off this way. Xemnas is exasperated from all the fixing we've had to do. We have to set things right. There's simply too much on the line, Lee.
Lee.
I need to know.
About what?
Xion. Tell me what happened to her.
Xion is a valued member of the organization, but she needs her rest. So worry not. Sora.
Sora. Who is Sora?
The connection.
Connection?
He is what makes you and Xion a part of each other's lives. And the reason I placed Xion among our number. If you want her to stay that way, I must insist. You get your mind off these needless distractions. I will have Xion return to her duties tomorrow. Today, you must focus on yours.
Understood.
I want to know what his missions. Is it just literally he's going out there killing Heartless with the Keyblade? And that's it?
Hey,
or what?
Roxas.
Are you certain we've taken suitable measures with Xion and Roxas?
I will admit, Xion has strayed from our original designs. However, we are also seeing an interesting side effect.
Really?
The key. Xion was affected by Roxas, just as we had anticipated.
Another
this
legendary.
was
Oh,
indeed
man.
what we had hoped to achieve. But
Nice to
then,
hear that they
through
did improve
Roxas,
those drop rates on
Sora
GM2 then.
himself began
Higher.
to shape it into her, giving Xion a sense of identity. Our plan seemed like a failure at this point. But then it occurred to me. Xion is keeping Sora's memories trapped by claiming them as her own. Keeping her close to Roxas will ultimately prevent Sora from ever waking.
I see. And what of the imposter?
See that he stays away from Roxas. He is merely an impurity that would make Xion's existence incomplete.
Then we shall return to our original plan.
What am I supposed to do? Riku?
The shutdown.
Oh no.
What has happened?
Sora's memory. I'm afraid it stopped.
What does that mean?
Unless something is done, he'll never wake from his slumber.
Uh-oh.
The gloves
Sei-chan.
must come off, then.
But
Nobody's never should have existed. As I'm sure you understand, Namine.
Oh, harsh.
yes.
Harsh. How's it going today, sir? This movie's making me want a nice bowl of ice cream. Must be getting close to the end then. Waiting power. His friends left him. I remember that. Not cool, man. Oh, there's the tears. After they divide by 2 and you start at 6 down to 0. Oh man.
What is this?
I was wondering why they had divide by 2. After Xion's return to the organization, Roxas grew weaker by the day. It was as though Xion continued to gain strength as Roxas lost it. Using the Keyblade was beginning to wear out Roxas. But now you had to go throw in that kappa. Now I don't know. Confused.
Are you really okay?
This is getting weird.
Huh?
Since when do you ever worry about me?
What do you mean, weird?
Usually I do all the worrying over you. I don't think it's ever been the other way around before. Just feels strange, that's all.
Roxas, of course I worry about you.
I'm just glad you're back, Xion. Even though it might have been rough on you.
I'm glad I'm back too. I guess safe in all your memories. It's great.
Who knows?
You didn't fight, did you?
How could he? How could that jerk attack you like that?
That jerk? Do you mean Axel? But I wouldn't be sitting here with you if Axel hadn't done that. He's your best friend.
I know, but so are you.
It's just not the same without all three of us.
You got so used to having Axel around.
Axel!
Huh? You need something?
Well, something's wrong with Roxas. You don't know why, do you? He says the Keyblade wears him out when he goes to use it. And then today, I was fighting the same way Roxas does.
You would know more about Roxas than I do by now.
What do you mean?
Ooh. It's letting it slip.
Well, what do you think, Xion?
I'm not sure.
Not sure, huh? Is that because you're a puppet? You do know that. You're a replica, whose original purpose was to copy Roxas's powers. So if you see Roxas's powers getting weaker, while your powers are getting stronger, it could be that you're robbing Roxas of his powers more than you ought to be.
What can I... Then what should I do?
You gotta think for yourself, 'cause I know you're not just a puppet. We're best friends. You, me, and Roxas, that is. Got it memorized?
Sure. Can I ask you just one other thing?
Why did you try to beat me up?
What's that?
I saw a boy today who looks just like Roxas. Is he who I think he is?
Uh-oh. I think that was Xigbar?
Sora has a pretty powerful effect on her, is all I'm saying.
Yes, it was not supposed to gain a mind of its own, nor become the person we see. But in the end, it only proves that the puppet is the more worthy vessel. The time has come. Saïx, are the devices ready?
In a matter of days.
Good.
And what of Roxas?
Both of them have connections to Sora, but we only need one of them under our thumb. Whether Xion takes from Roxas the rest of what he has to give, or whether he destroys her first and takes back what is his, there is no change to our plans. No matter how, Sora's power will belong to us.
Oh no. Roxas, still in a slump, continued to receive missions from the organization. Hey Crazy, how's it going? He spent his days executing missions. Oh, okay. Oh, we're 352. Sunset.
The way things are, I'm going to wreck everything.
So good. Awesome. Good to hear.
What should I do, Riku?
So here, I'm so far behind on all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. I'm trying to, especially with Kingdom Hearts 3 that was released a while back.
Are you...
I still have to catch up so I can play it. I have it, but...
Sora's friend.
Sora? You know Sora?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Thank you. You saved me, but I don't know why... you did.
I guess... I just felt like it.
Riku, please. Tell me more. About Sora and that girl he's always with.
You mean Kairi?
Kairi. That's right. She's the one who looks so much like me.
To Sora, she's someone very special.
It's just... I remember things about the two of them. But I'm nothing more than a puppet. Something that somebody created. So why would I have... their memories? Do you know where Sora is now?
That secret stays with me.
He's a very loyal protector, though, I gotta say.
Xion. Your memories, they really belong to Sora.
So you mean... I'm like... a part of him?
When his memories were scattered, some of them found their way inside you. Now, Sora has been put to sleep so that we can piece together his memory. Except...
You can't because part of it is inside of me. That means... he can't wake up.
Yeah. You got it. But, if you go with me to Sora right now, we could give the memories inside you back to him.
So, do you hate me for taking your friend away from you?
Uh-oh.
Nah. I guess... I'm just sad.
I'm sorry. But... I can't go with you. It's my friends. They need me. And I need them too.
Maybe... you should take some time and think
Hey,
about
Aaron!
it.
Hope
Figure
you're
out
having
who
yourself
really
a swell
needs you
day thus far.
and where you belong.
How will I know where I belong? Truly. I'm not sure.
Some of us
I can
never
promise
truly
you I'll
find
come
out
up
where
with
we
the right
belong.
answer.
Well, the answer you come up with can't just be right for you. It has to be one that works best for everybody. You and your friends and everyone else.
I'll try.
Try, I don't know.
Thank you, Riku. I have to make the most of the time Riku's given me.
So I thought this movie was just going to be a bunch of backstory about Roxas and so on, and a little bit more about that and why he's still living within Sora. Roxas battled a Heartless during a mission. His strength spent against a formidable foe, Roxas swung his Keyblade with all his might in hopes of ending things quickly. But his strike was interrupted with the sound of clashing metal. There was Axel blocking both Roxas's and Xion's Keyblades. They had been fighting the entire time, each thinking the other was a Heartless. Axel informed them of the truth surrounding this mission rigged to get them to fight one another. Ooh. And just like
Brain
that,
freeze.
ice cream.
It's been a while since we all hung out like this, hasn't it?
I didn't expect them
Well,
to
we've had
suddenly
our share
introduce,
of
hey,
drama.
here's another new character for you guys.
I just remembered. Did you know you should be checking your ice cream sticks?
Really?
Once you finish your ice cream, see if the stick says winner.
It's like, we've had how many ice creams and you haven't told us?
Not that I've ever seen one myself.
Roxas is like, I have one of those
Wait a
sticks.
second.
What is it?
It's nothing.
I want
then
that ice cream.
What happens
I
when
want
you
it so
win?
bad. Looks,
I'll tell
sounds
ya.
good.
That's a good question.
What? You don't know?
Well, it's gotta be something nifty if you're a winner, right?
Cool.
Wow. The sun's beautiful.
Roxas, you better not say that red thing.
I know we've seen a lot of sunsets, but today's puts them all to shame. If only things could stay like this forever.
Say,
Don't say it. Oh,
what if
okay.
we all just took off?
What?
If we ran, I bet we could always be together.
But we have nowhere to run.
You have dark portals, you could go anywhere.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
What's important isn't that we hang out with each other every day.
As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, we'll never be apart, right? We've got it memorized, Axel.
Good.
Ooh, she called him on it.
I'll
Yeah, we
have
got it
these
memorized.
moments memorized for a long time. Forever.
Me too. Forever.
Sora.
It appears we've come to a standstill.
Yes.
This has gone on long enough. Riku, I think you know what needs to be done.
Right.
He cares more about Sora than the others. Resolve.
Looks like you've meddled again.
Sorry, did you say something?
The organization doesn't need both of them. Just one will suffice. Stop pretending. Think about that.
Woohoo. You're allowed one friend and one friend only. And if it's not me, wow. Roxas entered the lobby to see Axel, Xion, and Sigvar conversing with Sayax. The unusual trio were about to head out on a mission. Roxas asked Sayax if he could take Sigvar's spot, but Sayax chided Roxas, asking if he was powerless without Axel. Roxas saw Xion and Axel off with a, oh, I didn't read fast enough. I'm sorry.
What a blast from the past.
Xion, stop!
Of all the faces, why do I look at her and see yours? Why is it that you always have to glare at me like that?
Shut up!
Huh?
That's interesting. Does that mean that she takes on the form of whoever's looking
I'm
at her?
sorry, Axel.
What are you doing?
Please, let me go. I have to do this or else... Just look. Please, Axel. You have to take care of Roxas.
But... you'd be...
Please. Thank you, Axel.
Explain yourself, Axel.
The old man needs to get his eye checked. She just got away.
I'll give him that. Can't toss the blame around.
And now we're left with the one we can't use.
Did something happen?
Ooh, they're mad at him.
Where's Shion?
She flew the coop. Flamesy Locks here couldn't trouble himself to clip her wings.
Huh? What does he mean, Axel?
Your friend sat there sucking his thumb while Shion walked right off. I'm going back to my room.
What happened out there?
Damn, whatever.
Nothing. Really.
Nothing? Shion's gone. How can that be nothing?
It's just like Xigbar said. I just sat there sucking my thumb, watching Shion run away.
I'm asking you why you did that, and you know it.
Shion is like a mirror that reflects you.
You're not making any sense.
Shion is a puppet created to duplicate your powers.
Are you nuts? Shion's a person,
I'm
not
guessing
a
she was
puppet.
starting to look a little bit more like Roxas than she was supposed to at that
She's
point.
a mirror that reflects you. And when I looked in the mirror, it wasn't you I saw.
Shion is Shion. You can't expect her to be me.
That's not what I mean. It was only a matter of time before someone broke the mirror.
You mean they have to destroy her? Answer me!
Roxas, if somebody doesn't, then you won't be you anymore.
I'll always be me. I'm still your best friend. Just like Shion is my best friend.
That's not it. You're missing the whole point, Roxas.
Forget this! Roxas!
I mean, you should be your own best friend, I
You should
suppose.
understand, Roxas.
Riku.
Did you find the answer?
Yes, I certainly did. I'm on the verge of losing everything I care about. So please, please, Riku, tell me what I should do now.
Go to Twilight Town. You'll find a girl there named Namine.
Namine? What's she like?
You'll find out. I don't think you'll have trouble finding her.
All right. Thanks, Riku. Goodbye.
Oh no. No. Okay, there. Now I shouldn't. Been just sitting here watching cutscenes so long with no button presses. It's like, is this on?
Shion has disappeared yet again.
Do we know where she is headed?
It, not she, is a replica. Merely a puppet.
A puppet? What does that mean exactly?
A puppet is a puppet.
Talking about the replica program, isn't it obvious?
The what-ca?
Perhaps you care to enlighten us about this pet project of yours.
The purpose was to take a piece of the Keyblade wielder's memory and copy it, thus making his powers our own. This was one of several projects of ours being undertaken at Castle Oblivion. However, our efforts were severely derailed by Vexen's untimely demise. Needless to say, losing Vexen was not part of our plans. We were also caught off guard when this particular replica we called Shion formed an identity of its own.
No one at Castle Oblivion ever reported any instance where a replica formed its own identity. Do you concur, Axel?
Whatever the puppet may decide to do, we can be certain it will no longer have an impact on our plans. Still, it knows our secrets. We need to shorten the leash, perhaps even tighten it.
What exactly do you...
Axel, the onus is on you to capture and bring back Xion. The escape was on your watch. I will overlook any nicks or scratches. Just ensure she still functions on arrival.
Why would you allow a deserter back? We should simply eradicate her.
It is not a deserter. It is just a flawed specimen that has wandered out.
Are we clear, Axel?
Ooh, what's Axel going to do now?
Dismissed.
Bring her back alive. Is she a madness?
All this time, I've been talking to a puppet.
So now, we just sweep it up, huh? As if.
As if.
If only the whispers at the top carried to the bottom.
Axel, those orders were absolute.
Oh, doesn't sound like he wants to listen to them.
Still here, Roxas? Proceed with your mission.
Xion is... She's not a puppet.
A puppet couldn't be part of the organization. Just count the seats here. We have and always will be 13.
Yeah, but people
Axel!
were, like he just said, Vexion was no longer there, so there's a free spot, so she could join the
Maybe
council.
it's best if Xion never comes back to the organization. Do you really have to do what Xemnas says?
If I don't, they'll eradicate me next.
In that case, can you at least try not to harm her?
That's up to her. Roxas, Xion is dangerous.
Dangerous?
Have you got all your strength back?
Not yet. How long have you known about her? Could it be that you've known about her for a long time and not told me anything?
Never. Axel. How could you betray his friendship like that? Woohoo! Hello, everybody! Ooh, why is he over there? Oh! That's really Riku after he gave into the darkness. So he can cook.
Riku! Your Majesty.
Gosh, have I been worried about you? Where have you been all this time?
I've been searching for a way to conquer the darkness within me, while we wait for Sora to awaken.
The way you looked.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm getting the hang of keeping the darkness under control.
And Sora, did something go wrong with fixing all his memories?
There's a reason the organization has been
Probably
quiet
talking
since
about
our
the
battle at
darkness.
Castle Oblivion.
So long.
And now I know it's not because a depletion in members had made them weak. Taking Sora's memory apart, piece by piece, was only the first step in what they were trying to do at Castle Oblivion. And I think they needed more time to fix his memory.
You know, you and me were both looking into what the organization was up to. But what I saw didn't look like much. Almost like they're trying to buy some time.
Right. Sora's memories are what they're after. And they needed all this time, until now, to absorb every piece of it.
Huh?
process of putting his memory back together has gone nowhere. They have what's most precious to Sora, his memories of Kairi.
Well, then you have to let me help. Maybe I could get the memories back.
I've got that covered, Your Magic. I mean, Mickey, instead, I want to ask you for a favor.
What would that be?
I have to face one of the organization's members soon. I might not survive the fight. And if I do, it might be because I gave in to the darkness. That means you're the only one who will be there for Sora, Donald, and Goofy. The only one who can guide them when they awaken.
Riku.
Promise me, Mickey. When our friends wake up, you have to be there to help them out.
I promise, Riku.
Yeah, then he kind of shows up, gives us a bag, and then tells us to go away.
Xion. Replica program. Xion was a puppet, made to replicate my powers. The Keyblade's powers. When Xion left the organization, Axel didn't stop her. Like he wanted her to go. Axel's probably known about Xion for some time now, but has kept it from me. Xion and I are both special nobodies. Xion was a replica. A puppet. What about me? Am I a puppet too? Xemnas said Sora was what connects her and me. But who is Sora? And who am I supposed to be? Axel. If he's hiding things from me about Xion, what could he be hiding about me? Axel.
Hey, Roxas.
Did you find Xion yet?
You know it isn't gonna be that easy.
Sure it is. He always seems to know things.
Have you known about Xion this whole time?
No, not the whole time.
Since when then?
I can't exactly remember when.
Didn't get it memorized, huh?
Oh, that clap back.
Axel. Who am I really? I'm special like Xion, I know that. But the organization wanted me out of the picture. Am I right?
Yeah, they did.
I guess it's 'cause Xion copied my powers and the Keyblade's powers. And they didn't need me anymore. And Axel, I guess you felt the same way.
You're wrong there. You'll always be my best friend.
Best friends are supposed to be honest with each other. Who am I, Axel? Xemnas says me and Xion are connected to each other through Sora. I don't even know a Sora. Am I a puppet like Xion?
You're different from Xion.
Then why do...
Finding out the truth doesn't always work out for the best.
What makes you so sure about that? I have the right to know the truth. How did I even get here? Why am I so special? Where did I learn how to use the Keyblade?
I hardly know who I am. What is so wrong with wanting some answers?
Roxas.
I need to know, Axel. Please. Who am I?
You've just gotta trust me, Roxas.
I don't. I can't.
Roxas.
Ooh. Somebody knows where I came from. If I can't get answers here, I'll get them somewhere else. That'll be the person I trust. I tried. But I have to find out about myself. There's no reason for me to be here anymore.
He's following him.
Your mind's made up?
Why did the Keyblade choose me? I have to know.
You can't turn on the organization. You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
Ooh.
That's not true. I would.
I kind of remember that a little bit.
Nice to meet you, Xion.
Naminé, are you able to see my face?
Yes.
Then what do you think I should do?
What do you want to do?
Guess the choice has to be hers.
At first, I just wanted to be with Roxas and Axel forever. But then I started to realize that my memories, well, these aren't really even mine, are they?
You're not Sora, and you're not Roxas. You're Kairi as Sora remembers her.
As I remember more of my past, the more I feel the need to go back where I came from. What should I do to go back?
So you're going back to Sora? If you return your memories to him, then you will disappear. In exchange for not having your own memory, you're connected through others' memories. So when you disappear, no one will remember you. There won't be any you to remember.
Which explains why she's not mentioned
For
in
all the
the
powers
other
I
one.
possess, I can't keep even one piece of the memory called you connected.
I know, I'm ready. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I also know that Roxas should be going back with me. But I don't think he would understand. Not yet.
I know. Roxas can't feel Sora just yet.
Naminé, will you please watch over Roxas once I'm gone? You won't be alone. I asked someone else, too. There just isn't anything else I can do.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, if you're ready, let's go see Sora.
Okay, so she's going to go back into them.
Naminé,
So that'll be part of the
stand.
memories returned.
The organization has found us. They're almost here. This blasted puppet led them right to our doorstep. See what you get for trusting it.
I can handle this. Wait! Xion!
Xion, don't do it if you die. Memories are kind of gone. Ever.
Why do I always get stuck with the icky jobs?
Axel.
Xion, what are you gonna do?
I've decided that I have to go back to where I belong.
But we were friends.
Well, to be honest, I always felt that was best right from the very beginning. But you know, it still really bugs me. Something about this just stinks.
It's for the good of everyone.
But how do you know that? Everybody thinks they're right.
This
Props
is
to
right.
Axel for actually thinking about it,
They're
though,
gonna
not just
destroy you!
blindly going through.
Please don't hold back, Axel. Promise.
What's your problem? You both think you can do whatever you want. Well, I'm sick of it. Go on, you just keep running. But I'll always be there to bring you back! Why you gotta cause me so much trouble?
Ooh, looks like she put up a good fight there. She caused Axel to collapse. $357. Now Roxas is all alone.
Where did I think I could go? What a joke. Xion!
He doesn't see her face.
Thank you.
Roxas, I'm out of time.
Did she just jump off or something? Or she look exactly like Kairi this time?
Even if I'm not ready, I have to make this choice. You have poured so many memories into me, given me so much, that I feel like I'm about to overflow. Look at me, Roxas. Who do you see? If you see somebody else's face, a boy's face, then that means I'm almost ready. This puppet will have to play her part. Roxas, this is him. It's Sora.
That's gotta be really disconcerting.
You're next, Roxas. I have to make you a part of me too.
You're next.
Can't you see? This is why I was created.
Who are you? Again? It's weird. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important.
You'll be better off now, Roxas.
It would have been an interesting fight to do.
The one who did this to you?
Yeah, because she's dying. Or the memories are being
It was my
released.
choice
Nobody's will remember her
to
anymore.
go away now.
which is why he's forgotten that.
Than to do nothing and let Xemnas have his way. I belong with Sora. And now I am going back to be with him. Roxas, I need you to do me a favor. All those hearts that I've captured, Kingdom Hearts, set them free.
Kingdom Hearts? Free them?
It's too late.
Interesting.
I need to undo my mistakes. But you can't let Xemnas have Kingdom Hearts. You can't. Goodbye, Roxas. See you again. I'm glad I got to meet you. Oh. And of course, Axel too.
Man, it's a
We're
wonder
both my best friends.
that Sora doesn't have split personalities.
Never forget. That's the truth.
No. Xion. Who else will I have ice cream with?
You still got Axel. It's because you're mad at him. You guys can get over it. It's okay. Keep the bromance alive.
Xion.
Curse those emotions that nobodies have. Somehow.
How did this happen?
Card. Ooh. Is it blank? Oh, winner. Because that was Roxas saying goodbye. 358. Believe. Okay, and then this is that secret ending. From the first one. This is with Riku and Roxas fighting. He's like, I gave you a Keyblade to fight me with. Why are you just dropping down? That makes no sense. Heartless like, we don't care if you're having problems.
Who are you? What does it matter? I'm here for you.
Why are you trying to stop me?
Because I want back the rest of Sora's memories.
Sora. Enough about Sora.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I'll set Kingdom Hearts free. Then everything will be the way it was. she'll come back. And the three of us can be together again.
You mean Shion? It's a struggle just to remember the name now. Either way, I can't let you go doing anything crazy.
I'm freeing Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going to find Sora. I want Shion back. I want my life back!
If you try and make contact with Kingdom Hearts, the last thing you'll get is your life back. The organization will destroy you.
Enough!
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
Shut up!
Ding!
Why don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else.
Riku, please! You have to stop him!
How many times do I have to beat you?
All right. You've left me with no other choice.
What?
I have to release the power in my heart. The dark power that I've been holding back.
The power of my eyes.
If it changes me forever.
Submit. Daddy Riku just evolved. Ah, ye.
I have accepted it.
And now this is where he brings him, the unconscious form of him, back to Medusa's place, hooks him up to the computer program. I can't wait to see Riku's Mega Evolution later.
Diz, he could feel Sora.
Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. Nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Roxas, don't be sad. I came from you and Sora. I am you, the same way that I am Sora. You'll forget me, but the memories themselves will never go away. Memories of you and me will always be together, forever inside him.
Which is why I had to go inside my head and fight myself. In Kingdom Hearts 2. The inner Roxas.
Another dream about him.
And thus we're getting into the opening of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Maybe today we'll finally hit the beach.
do is just a... And then that's it. Kermer's excitable but good frog, yes. Oh. Always gotta watch after the credits. I can't trust games to not show me things after the credits. Although that was just him seeing a sword in there. Secret reports have been unlocked. Hello everybody, Kermit the Frog here. The character section has been unlocked. You've unlocked everything! Oh. Come on, look at all that. Look at all that. It's kind of funny because in the beginning, it introduced Larxene. But I didn't see her at all in it, except for one like cutscene in the, well, not even a cutscene, one of those text blocks in the front saying, yeah, haha, you rely on the sword too much. These just will only be available for a limited time. Wait, what? Where was that information? I missed that. Anthem there. Elysian chest available for a limited time. I don't know how I feel about that. There's a dev in the Discord chatting it up. Because that was one of their big things about right now, right? It was, hey, there's a cool thing, extra content coming out. You're going to be getting Elysian chests where you can get additional cool things from. Especially because you can only, well, I suppose you should be able to get everything if you're playing every day. And you're in groups with everybody with additional keys. What other characters are here? See, I'm curious if she's going to start showing up in the other ones now. I don't know how to feel either. Question is, how limited is time? Will they return the same items? Yeah, that's true. Why didn't they mention that in the dev blog when they did their stream earlier today? Whoops, wrong button. On week what? Oh, he did? I must have missed that when they were talking about it. So I agree with the final, this, Chain of Memories, then this, then this. So next would be Birth by Sleep. Ooh. And then Recoded. I'm just gonna point out too. Okay. So Guitar, as I'm sure you've probably read in the Discord, there will be a Kingdom Hearts day until I finish Kingdom Hearts, but it's not going to be the entire, every single stream now. It's just going to be one day a week, so you don't gotta worry. I'll still have other games. Like this Friday, I'm going to be doing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Very excited. Very excited. I think it's going to be fun. Then, oh, no system data found. Of course it hasn't. It's my first time starting it up. Grits, how long do you feel these other two are? Like, I think Recoded was a movie, right? Actually, you know what? I lie. I honestly have no time for this game right now. So I don't want to get into the cinematic and be all like excited and stuff. I want to continue playing. So we'll stop it right there. We'll stop it right there. Because it'll get too late into the night and I'll be like, shoot, what have I done? This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have done this. Okay. So that is it. We've watched 358 by 2 days. Old Man Zelda also, that's true. That's going to be the other one. Oh, are you anti-Zelda as well? Or is it just that now all the things that you really want to watch? Oh, not a Link fan. Well, oof. We'll see how much I play of that one. I find open world games a little harder sometimes, so I still need to finish off Horizon Zero Dawn as well. So I need to laser focus, get in there. If I find that I'm getting a little bogged down by the open world stuff, then I'll just laser focus on missions. We'll go on those missions. We won't worry about going around and hunting so much. Even though hunting's fun. And I'm good at it. Alright, but that being the case, we're going to end the stream here. So you all have yourselves a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching the movie with me. It's an open world as well. Going to get distracted there too. Yes. The Breath of the Wild is a large open world. And I already got distracted. Yesterday in the bonus stream there some people were laughing at me because I was doing terrible. Oh my gosh. Go start climbing up the tower instead of taking stairs. Fell right off a cliff. Let's climb back up the cliff. There were some good moments. Yeah. Anyways, have yourselves a good night. I will be back on this upcoming Friday for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So we will talk to you later.